circles, so those are the ones made by the gas field. The K and MI stations, blue symbols, gas field, are shown in green. Red and blue lines refer to figure 2 and 4 respectively. You will see those later on. Those are the layouts of the land. I think they actually only have one of those. So these are all human made, and you actually can see a little bit of loose dots. Those are the fields, the recording fields and such. So this green is all gas fields. And here we all got these earthquakes happening, and they're ranging again between a lot more. These are also, and look where that is, these are all those natural earthquakes, and we've got here a little bit seismic things. These are fault lines, but this again is from gas drilling in Germany. So they can actually create earthquakes, even if they don't want to, they can create them. So they probably have something else for that, but I don't know if they use it as a weapon or not, but they can't deny they don't create the earthquakes by humans. Let me put it that way. So we actually got here a little bit more. These are actually natural, pretty big natural, but here again from gas drilling, and we have a lot of gas. So let's go to the fault lines, figure 2. So it's pretty not really good to see, but you can look for it yourself. It's the geographical layout from what's under the street, and as you can see we have pretty much fault lines. There. These are all fault lines. Fault line. Oh no, that's not a fault line. I'm sorry. These actually are fault lines, and then we go over here, more fault lines, and they don't show that part. That's Friesland. So more fault lines. We actually have a lot of water under our ground, and this is around pretty close to my home, and I don't very much like that. So we have a bigger picture here with the magnitudes from the induced by humans. This is in Groningen. So actually you can see here. First little one is under the 0.0 magnitude, so that can be even a minus, because you have negative earthquakes as well. 0.0 to 1 magnitude, 1 to 2 magnitude, 2 to 3 magnitude, and 3 to 4 magnitudes, and I believe there are even slightly bigger earthquakes until the 6.5 or something like that. So these, you can see where they all drill and shit and creating earthquakes. Conclusion: to improve the accuracy of the induced earthquake's location in gas fields and to identify active fault planes, we have decided to incorporate the 3D velocity variations. We are currently evaluating forward and inverse algorithms to perform this task. So they're trying to figure out and how they happen and how you can probably stop them. Do we have some more links? The seismicity in the Netherlands occurs mainly in the southeastern part of the country and is related to tectonic movements along the Ruhr Valley, Graben, Dost and Haag. 2005. The Dutch seismological monitoring network of the KNMI, however, also observes earthquakes in the northern of the Netherlands since 1986. It almost looks like they use it only Google Translator. It doesn't sound really proper English to me, but anyway, I'm reading it. These earthquakes have been classified as induced seismicity due to the exploration of oil and gas fields. Here we find also one of the world's largest gas reservoirs. The Groningen reservoir is one of the largest of the world. So that's good to know. We're pretty rich on gas, so it seems. And probably all exploited by Shell, mostly. The Groningen reservoir, which contains a reserve lasting at least several decades. Occasionally, earthquakes up to magnitude 3.5 have been caused minor damage such as cracks in building. More often, they felt events are of general annoyance to the local population. Therefore, since January 1, 2003, the new Dutch mining legislation requires for each concession a risk analysis and a monitoring plan. Up to now, only general hazard estimates were available, e.a. the maximum possible earthquakes and maximum possible intensity, which the context of this new mining law. We have been estimated site-specific engineering hazard parameters, e.a. ground motions that can be associated to specific risks. So, well, at least they need some good regulations, but yeah, it's all a big sham anyway. But I actually thought you might have heard it in one of my videos about of Commons 221 videos anyway, and where I thought that they were storing into the empty gas fields. So they're putting actually they have empty out gas fields, and that creates earthquakes. But they actually want to put back in those CO2 gases to store them, and that would probably create more earthquakes. And whatever happens if you put too much pressure on it, you know, it's all, you're just playing around with everything. It's not normal. Figure 3, cumulative annual frequency magnitude model for all induced seismicity in the northern of the Netherlands for a period of 1986 to 2003. A solid blue curve and the observations blue crosses are shown is that the frequency magnitude relations for all induced events in the Groningen fields, excluding purple broken curve and including red curve, 3 events 2.7 and less magnitude and 3.0 that occurred in October-November 2003. This suggests that the slope p-value of the frequency magnitude model is a subset for 179 events and has a tendency to approach the p-value of the frequency magnitude model for all earthquakes 340 events. I believe on the other page he said there were about 532 events, but hey, I'm not a scientist. So this is the thing they were talking about. You see the increase, only a few earthquakes, and then that started in 86, around 87, only one, only a few. In 91, about 5 years later, it suddenly starts to ramp up until 2003. So, are they helping us or are they destroying us with our gases? I don't know. You decide for yourself in the review. Fuck it. I'm out. Rock, rock. Rock, rock.
back.